guys? It's been a long day of traveling. We just arrived in Hakuba at our hotel, the Ryokan Gozu Hotel today. And I wanted to quickly talk about the 3 snowboards that I decided to bring with me on this trip. All right, first up we got the ROSSIGNOL Sushi. So this is the widest, most directional board out of the bunch that I brought with me. It's got a massive taper, so a significantly skinnier tail than nose. It actually doesn't have a setback stance, but it does have a setback camber. So camber going from the tail up to right about the front insert pack and then rockered throughout the nose. So that taper combined with that directional shape is gonna help to drop that tail in powder. It also has a nice swallowtail cutout. So this thing should float really well and be a lot of fun for carving. It's 27.8 centimeters at the waist, so it's super, super wide. Should be just as fun to lay this guy over on groomers as it is taking it through some trees and powder. So we'll have to see, but I'm excited to check out the Sushi. I think my favorite part about this snowboard though is actually the base. It's pretty rad. All right, next up we've got the Battalion Camel Toe. This guy actually has a 20 millimeter setback, so the stance is set back within the side cut. It also has a slight taper, and it's a full camber snowboard. So from contact point to contact point, this guy's gonna be full camber, giving you that pop and that powerful feel, making sure it's gonna do good on technical lines or really steep terrain. And it also has Battalion's POW 3BT. So the skinniest center base and most uplift on the side base there on the nose. So this guy should float really, really well. I've actually never got to try 3BT in powder, so I'm really excited to get the Camel Toe out here in Japan and see how that 3BT feels in the deep snow. This guy should be a lot of fun for carving as well, but more stoked to try this guy out in powder for sure. All right, and the last board that I brought here is the Salomon Six Stick. So this guy is a tapered twin. So the stance is centered within the side cut, but it does have a taper. So that tail is skinnier than the nose. It also has a longer nose than tail outside the contact points. So that's gonna help it float in powder as well. As far as the camber profile goes on this guy, it is pretty much a camber dominant snowboard. There's a little bit of rocker in the tip and tail, but it's predominantly camber. So this is gonna be the most twinish style snowboard that I brought. So if we end up having a park day, this is the board that I'm gonna be on. Really, really excited to try this guy out. This is one of the highest end boards on Salomon's line. It's got all the bells and whistles. It looks really, really sick. And it should do well regardless of what conditions I find myself in. So really excited to try this guy out, hoping to get some powder and some park on it, honestly. So these 3 boards offer a pretty nice variety for me out here on this trip. The Sushi is gonna be the most directional, the most powder specific with that really wide shovel nose and the narrow tail with that swallow cut out in it. Should float really well and be very nimble maneuvering through trees as well. It should just turn very, very quickly. Then we got the Camel Toe. So that guy is still pretty powder specific with that setback stance and that taper and that POW 3BT, but it is the only true full camber dominant board that I brought with me. So definitely gonna try this guy out in some hard pack as well. I'd say for this guy as well as the rest of the boards, it should float really well, but still be a lot of fun for carving too. So and the last one, the Six Stick, as I mentioned, it's the most twinish style board. So if I find myself in the park hitting any rails, hitting any jumps, I'm gonna be on that guy, but it still has that tapered tail that's gonna drop that in powder. So that one should be a lot of fun as well. So pretty much got the powder specific, got the kind of in between, and then the kind of twinish style that's still gonna do well in powder. So I will have a full review on all these snowboards on Snowboard Pro Camp. So that's coming up really soon. And I'll keep you guys posted on the trip as well. Gonna try to do a video every day. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.